Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Computer Engineering Made Easy and I am Anindita. In this tutorial we will be learning about how we can multiply two sparse matrices given in their triplet form. Before we proceed, I would like to request you that if you are visiting my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Your subscription is going to motivate me to make more such tutorial videos. Coming to the algorithm to multiply two matrices in the triplet form, let us consider that we have got two matrices A and B provided in the triplet form. In order to multiply these two matrices, the first step will be to find the transpose of the second matrix, that is B. Let us call this B dash. Next, we will traverse both the matrices A and the sorted B dash row-wise, and while traversing, we will compare the first column of each row of matrix A to the first column of each row of matrix B dash. Now say for example, A of x1 matches with B dash of y1. In this case, we will store x, y, ax of 2 into b dash y of 2 in the resulting matrix. This process will continue until the traversal completes. After the traversal has completed, we will check the resulting matrix. In the resulting matrix, if we find that multiple rows exist with the same values in the 0th and the first column, we will add the elements in the second column of this corresponding rows to store them as a single entry in the resulting matrix. Finally, we shall sort the resulting matrix. Now let us see an example to understand what exactly the operation is. Say we have got a matrix A like this and a matrix B like this. Now let's find the transpose of the matrix B, that is B dash, and the sorted B dash matrix is going to look somewhat like this. Now we will traverse each and every row of the matrix A and B dash simultaneously. However, since the size of both the matrices A and B are 4 cross 4, we can say that the resulting matrix, even after matrix multiplication, will have the size 4 cross 4. Accordingly, we update it in the resulting matrix, that is P. Next, we start with the traversal. In the first rows of matrix A and matrix B dash, we find that first column value doesn't match. We continue traversal of matrix B dash, and on reaching the last row of B dash, we find that the elements in the first column of the two matrices match. That is, A of x1 matches with B of y1. Now, since these two values match, we will copy or we will create an entry in the matrix P such that the 0th column of the matrix A gets copied to the 0th column of the matrix P. The 0th column of matrix B dash gets copied to the 1th column of the matrix P. The product of the element of the two rows, that is 10 and 3, that is 30, gets stored in the second column of the resulting matrix P. Now we will proceed with the further comparison. So for matrix A, we move to the second row and we again start comparing each and every row of the matrix B dash. On reaching this particular row, we find again A of x1 matches with B of y1. So accordingly, the entry corresponding to x, y gets stored in the resulting matrix P. So x is 1, y is 2. So 1 and 2 get stored in the first and second column of the matrix P respectively. And the non-zero elements of the highlighted rows are 4 and 2 in the matrix A and B dash. Accordingly, 4 into 2, that is 8, gets updated in the resulting matrix. The process continues, and for again this row of matrix B dash, we find that the second column of matrix A and matrix B match. Therefore, again 1, 3 gets copied into the resulting matrix P, and the product of the non-zero elements, that is 4 and 9, that is 36, gets stored in the corresponding row in the resulting matrix P. The process continues, and accordingly we have the entries 1, 1, 4, 1, 2, 14, and 3, 2, 6 in the resulting matrices. Again, we have another entry 3, 3, 27, and the process continues. Another entry that we can get over here is 4, 3, 32, followed by 4, 4, 6. So this is the resulting matrix that we get after comparing each and every row of matrix A to matrix B dash. Now we will scan the matrix, that is the resulting matrix, to find if there exists any two rows which has got same values in the first and the second columns. We find that these two rows have got same values in the first column as well as in the second column. So we will add the element that is present in the third column of these two rows, that is 8 and 14, and we will merge these two rows while storing the resulting added value in the third column. Now that we don't have any other rows whose parameters of the first column and the second column match, we will count the total number of rows, which is in this case is 8, and we will place it in the 0th row, second column of the matrix P. So this P is going to be our final matrix or the resulting matrix, which will be the product of the matrices A and B. With that, we come to the end of our today's tutorial. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for listening to my video. See you in the next tutorial. Till then, bye bye.